Is love enough? Small acts of kindness, communication, forgiveness? Easy enough, right? I learned the hard way, so here's my wisdom. 10 years of marriage, lessons I wish I'd known from the start.
A wise sage once said.
Hello everyone. After a 10-year marriage that ultimately ended in divorce, I found myself reflecting on the entire journey. What went right, what went wrong, and all the lessons that could have made a difference. I spoke with a few people, both men and women, and it hit me. Many people are searching for a spouse, but may not fully understand the depth of what marriage truly is. I'm sharing my experiences here, not to discourage anyone, but to shed light on what I wish I'd known. Hopefully, these insights will be helpful to anyone seriously considering marriage, or looking to strengthen their current relationship. 1. Intentions matter, more than we realize. When I first got married, I thought love alone would carry us through anything. But over the years, I realized that the foundation of a relationship isn't just emotions, it's intentions. Having clear, shared intentions from the beginning about what we both wanted from life, our values, and our commitment to support each other would have helped us steer through the tougher times. Start your marriage with sincerity and know why you're committing to each other. 2. Don't overlook small acts of kindness. It's easy to assume that grand gestures will keep the spark alive, but I found that small, consistent acts of kindness build a stronger bond over time. A gentle word, a little patience, or even just a smile after a long day speaks volumes. The daily quiet kindnesses that we often overlook are the glue that holds everything together. Over time, I think we forgot this, focusing too much on what wasn't working, rather than nurturing each other in small ways. 3. Communication is hard, but it's the backbone. People say communicate all the time, but let's be real, it's not as easy as it sounds. For years, I didn't know how to express my feelings without holding back or without frustration. We had different communication styles, which sometimes made us feel worlds apart. I learned that communication is a skill, one that you work on continuously. It means being honest, patient, and humble enough to listen, without ego. If I had practiced this earlier, maybe we could have navigated conflicts better. 4. Value growth in yourself and each other. One of my biggest regrets is that we didn't focus on growing together as individuals. Marriage should be a journey, where you're both evolving, learning, and pushing each other towards personal betterment. I learned too late that a healthy marriage is one where each person is supportive of the other's growth, not threatened by it. If you see your partner growing, encourage them. Celebrate their wins, and let them do the same for you. 5. Don't carry resentments, address them early. Over time, small grievances and unspoken feelings can turn into resentment. I let issues pile up, hoping they'd resolve on their own, but they rarely do. When you let them fester, they turn into silent barriers. Now I know that when something bothers you, you need to bring it up respectfully and work through it together. An open heart, no matter how difficult the conversation, will save you so much pain down the line. 6. Understand that it's not always about winning. Looking back, I wish I had focused less on being right and more on understanding my partner's perspective. Sometimes, in the heat of disagreements, I felt the need to prove my point, and it drove a wedge between us. Remember that you and your spouse are on the same team. There's no winning if it comes at the cost of peace in your relationship. 7. Patience and forgiveness are your best friends. Marriage is full of moments where you'll need patience and forgiveness. There were times when I was quick to point out flaws and mistakes, but rarely stopped to think about the effect of my words. Learning to forgive genuinely, not holding grudges, is key to a peaceful relationship. Forgiveness doesn't mean ignoring what hurt you. It means choosing to move forward without bitterness. 8. Remember that faith is a guiding light. Throughout my journey, the principles of patience, compassion, and mutual respect kept me grounded. Whether it was enduring hardships, finding compassion during disagreements, or simply reminding myself of the blessings we shared, my faith reminded me of a bigger picture. Leaning on these values, even in the hardest times, gave me peace and perspective. So, my takeaway. While my marriage ultimately ended, I carry these lessons with me. I hope sharing them can help anyone else out there, trying to build or sustain a marriage. Every relationship has its ups and downs, and none of us are perfect, but we can always learn from each other. If there's one thing I'd say to anyone getting married or working through marital challenges, it's this. Cherish and respect each other, forgive easily, and grow together. Because even if things don't work out in the end, at least you'll know you did your best.